From my notes, November 15th, 2023. Today we went for a walk up the mountain. We had been walking for a little while when at one point I looked up at the hillside and saw what looked like a peaker leaning out from behind a tree. I waved and asked for their blessing on what I had planned to share at an upcoming presentation. I mentioned that a wave back would be a wonderful confirmation. Nobody waved back, and within a few more steps the peaker was out of view. I made note of where I was so I could check on the way back. We continued up the road another 200 feet or so, and then the footsteps started. They were big, heavy, and pacing us up on the hillside. We couldn't see anything moving, but we could hear it. Goldie dropped her stick and stopped to watch. I asked if this was the confirmation of the blessing I had asked for. I was answered with 4 more heavy footsteps. It was quiet after that, and I conveyed my gratitude, and we started back down. As we passed the spot where the peaker had been, I turned around and walked backwards. The peaker was gone. This was the latest in my 30-year history of Bigfoot experiences in this area. After that day, we made a few more uneventful trips up the mountain, and then, on December 6th, 2023, 2 days of torrential rain was letting up. I took Goldie for a walk up the trail, mostly for the fresh air and exercise, but also looking for signs of the Sasquatch. I never imagined what was coming next. Goldie and I are having a little walk during the, kind of a break in the rain. It's lightened up a little, and I see a new trail here, and can't really get over there without her messing it up, so I'm going to stand back and hold her back and try and zoom. First I was thinking it was just, elk tracks, but then, let's see, right there. That does not look like elk. No, down here towards the bottom, right there, right there, there. So we just took a trail up through the woods, came back out here onto the road, and she's excited about stuff, stopping and checking every stump. Had to sniff. Found that right here where we came out. That was quite a hike, miss. You just kind of feel it in the air that we're not alone here. And she really knows it, but I can feel it too. This right here's a good one. Look at that. That is a beauty. And this is pretty much directly above where those footsteps were a couple weeks ago. We were just right over the edge down here. She's still sniffing up the hill. What's up there, miss? She's doing the Gabby thing. Me and Gabby had an awesome experience here together. Well, a few. What is it, miss? This feels so familiar. See your little nose is going. All right, come on. We didn't realize it at the time, but we had just had an encounter, and we were about to have a few more. As we continued on down the road, my sole purpose in continuing to record was to get a beautiful screenshot of Goldie walking in front of me with the beautiful forest in the background. So I wasn't even paying attention to what was happening around us, and I didn't see what happened. But the camera did. The camera caught 4 anomalies. Can you see them? There's one. And here. And right there. And there. Putting the camera away. The first one glowed. That made it easy. The others were fast and far more difficult to see. Let's go through each of them. I think it'll blow you away. Here's the first one again. Did you see it? I'll play it again a couple of times at regular speed. See it? Here's half speed. It's hard to tell from the video, but from the place it first appears until it passes me is over 100 feet. When it first appears, it just looks like a bright light in the bushes. Then it almost takes on the shape of a baby. And then it morphs again. Kind of looks like a fairy. Now let's take a closer look at the second anomaly. It's not as bright, but it's so much faster, making it almost impossible to see at regular speed. We start with regular speed, half speed, quarter speed, 1/8 speed, 1/8 speed reversed, and then forward again. The time lapse from when it first appears to when it passes me is 0.4 seconds, and in that time it travels a distance of 120 to 160 feet. In this clip it appears to have wings. Pretty cool, huh? Then the third anomaly. It's even harder to see. Here it is at regular speed, and then slowed down. It's almost like we're walking through a cloud of orbs. Did you see it? There it is. The fourth anomaly happens just before I turned off the camera. This time, it's a strange shadow on the ground that jumps ahead and then back. See it? There it is again. And one more time. Remember how I said we had just had an encounter and didn't know it? Well, just before I began recording the walk down this stretch of road, I made a 1-second clip with the screen half covered with my glove. I discovered that in that second of footage was our first catch. See him? There's half speed, 1/8 speed. 2 of them go by. I didn't even know it. In the weeks since then, I've made several trips back up to this location. Twice I witnessed the anomalies with my eyes exactly as they appear in the video. I know that the orbs and lights go hand in hand with the Sasquatch, but what do you think these are? Okay, I have my spot marked right over there where we were when the anomaly flew past us. Here is this log back in there. I'm not going to go back into the bushes. I'm just going to go from right here, like at the edge of the road. I've marked this spot. Leave it alone, miss. Come on. I know that's yours. So considering that's like, you know, another 30 feet plus between there and there, we can add that on later if need be. But I'm going to measure between here, which is kind of right on the curve of the road, where it kind of looks like that's where it begins to become visible, to where it passed us back here. I'm going to measure that out. The original stick way down there. Way down there. Right there. So we've got these increments you can see there. So we have up to here, we have 23, 46, 69, 92, and those sticks right there in the road is where we still need to go to. So we're at 92 from here. Stay here. Okay, 115 feet plus about 8 feet. So 123 feet from here to the stick that is still a good 40 feet this side of that right there where it first appears. So that is a good long distance for it to have traveled in a half a second. Pretty cool, huh? And there's more. It doesn't end here. I have more strangeness coming up, so stay tuned.